Is live from west side of Manhattan, Christopher Street Piers. It's Fat Nutty Balls. It's Ashley, of course. She's gonna go for a walk, but you know, she just wanted to let everybody know that she's here. Mark her territory. All right.
Have fun on it.
All right. Thank you, Ashley. I think it'll be cool. We're here on the Hudson. It's kind of exciting. Here on the west side of Manhattan. That's, you know, one of the best parts of Manhattan, definitely. It's Bob Dylan Day. Bob Dylan Day got canceled. We're gonna talk about that. What? Yeah, we were supposed to play Bob Dylan birthday party in Washington Square Park, and right shortly after I had gotten there, my man got arrested, which sucks. So they canceled Bob Dylan. I mean, what a fucking bummer. What a cultural blow. So System Lord, we were supposed to do our Bob Dylan iconoclastic, smashing the icons. Okay, actually, we're gonna go out to eat in a little while, but I just wanted to get on live for my viewers. I mean, I know everybody's outside because it's nice, but I just have to go live as much as possible. I've been getting behind. You know, last night I was going to go live, but I stopped because I was getting ready for this Bob Dylan thing. And then, you know, it got abruptly canceled.
At 4 a.m. and I was surprised you didn't go live.
Yeah, Ashley was surprised. I think everybody was surprised. They thought...
No, I literally, because I was going to go to the store and get Jenny's ice cream, but instead I went home right away after I got on the train, because I was like, I need to catch you before you go live. So I literally ran up to my apartment, but literally there was no need.
I do have like a vlog premiering like right now, so there's kind of like a double premiere, I think, or at 9:30 when the vlog premieres. So immediately when I'm done streaming, my vlog will premiere. So you can just go straight from this to my vlog.
And then you should also watch my vlog.
Yeah, watch Ashley's new vlogs.
We'll watch it this week.
Our vlogs are, you should really alternate. You should watch her vlog, then my vlog, then her vlog, then my vlog. Because they're really two sides of the same story, really. There's two sides to every story, so... Ashley's vlogs are a lot shorter. She gets way more views. She got over 200 views on her most recent vlog somehow. I have no clue how that happened. But that's another reason why I need to go live, because while the it's hot, and this is a time of opportunity for streamers, for vloggers. We've been waiting for this. I literally have been waiting for this for a decade, for this moment to come, when finally YouTube was going to platform outsider artists like me, not just the big, you know, the big empires of clicks like David Dobrik or Mr. Beast or whoever, PewDiePie, you know. It's time for the little guy like me. It's time for the poets.
I'll watch the Whitney.
Ashley's gonna walk to the Whitney, I guess. It's the buy-in. You're gonna go to the Whitney?
I mean, it's right there.
Okay.
Have fun with Kiwi Mountain. Shout out to Adam S. if he's watching.
Adam S. does tune in pretty regularly. He was watching last night.
No, he wasn't there on Tuesday. When I was there, he was
Yeah, he was watching. I don't know. He may have clicked out. He
wasn't
got a new job.
commenting.
He works in a
When
warehouse.
I was there, he wasn't commenting. It was just that guy who was all like, "Do you cook mac chicken?"
Elvis.
I was
Elvis something. He's talking about the toilet. Okay, Ashley. We'll see you very soon. You can tune in at any time. See what I'm up to here. I'll probably just be sitting here, soaking up the sun. You know, finally, we went straight from winter coat weather to sandal weather with no in between. We abruptly went from, and this is just a dream come true. I mean, this is the ultimate show. The fact that you can just immediately put on a TV show at the end of Christopher Street Pier in this beautiful sunset from your phone, you know, with little fucking pretense, little setup, and just go. We have a message we need to communicate to you right now, you know? So from this beautiful, this beautiful remote hookup here we are. We're on location we got the camera truck. We got the editing truck outside just so we can bring you this beautiful signal. I'm surprised my phone even gets reception out here. Knock on wood, cross fingers crossed. So anyway, we'll read you some poetry. Yeah, Dylan Day got canceled. I went to fucking the Strand because I wanted to get a copy of this Tarantula, the book of the day, Bob Dylan Nobel Prize literature. I don't think they gave it to him because of Tarantula, but I actually love Tarantula. When I remember seeing this, I think maybe in middle school, my mom had it, or we had it at our house, and I remember looking at it and just thinking, this is garbage. But now I love it. Now I think it's an incredible poem. It's like a William Burroughs thing, but I will say, I want to put a book together. I've actually got it collected into a doc, like a Word doc, of Bob Dylan's liner notes, because he wrote a lot of poems actually in the 60s for his albums and for various other circumstances. Last Thoughts on Woody Guthrie. So I'd like to put out a book actually of Bob's poetry, of his kind of like liner notes and various other things that he's written are actually very powerful. And I mean, I would put Tarantula in that vein. You have to read it as kind of a piece of experimental literature. As it's sort of like a Finnegan's Wake thing. It's sort of like I said, a Burroughs Naked Lunch. He was probably just trying to do Naked Lunch more or less. I think he said something about how he wanted to write a book like John Lennon. He wanted to write a John Lennon style book. Like he wanted to write kind of a in his own right or Spaniard in the Works type thing. But I mean, I'm sure to the mass audience, not that, Bob Dylan, even for his niche audience, within the mass audience, I don't think there's a lot of Tarantula fans. It's just kind of, I don't know, it's almost like a Thomas Pynchon thing in certain ways. But if you think about Bob Dylan as sort of a new American poet, or as sort of I don't know that I would necessarily say that he's a New York school, but you could see him, he's almost like, he's got sort of like this is almost like an E. Cummings thing in certain ways. Bob said that E. Cummings was the most profound poet of the 20th century in the English language on his radio show. We had a lot of cool things planned for one day. It does kind of suck. What? You're still here? It does kind of suck that the thing got canceled, because I was going to read from Tarantula. That's why I bought it. I just wanted to cover things that other people probably weren't going to cover. So I was going to read from Tarantula. I was going to play some stuff from Theme Time. Him reading from On the Road about Slim Gaillard. But it's just that kind of year. I don't know. What does it say? It's a sad state of affairs in America when the Bob Dylan tribute concert gets canceled, gets busted up by the cops. I thought that was supposed to happen after Trump got reelected, not before. No, I'm just kidding. Hopefully they put Trump in jail before. But I don't know. It doesn't look good. Anyway, are you going to stand there the whole time? You're making me nervous. Either go or stay. You can't stay there because it's making me nervous. Like, I need to... it's just... Okay. Alright, in any case, maybe I'll read some poetry. What the hell else happened? I went to the doctor this week. They told me to do yoga. That's all doctors do in this country anymore. They just tell you to do yoga. They tell you you're stressed. It's in your head. They told me to go to the dentist, essentially. They told me to go to the dentist, and then they gave me a printout of some stretches that I could do. I went to this place that was a free clinic. If I would have gone, and had to pay $1,000 or something for that, that would be a typical experience. I mean, that's how the medical is in this country. It's like you go in, they assess you based on what your kind of age and race and genetic kind of profile is more than anything. As a 39-year-old white male, there are certain things that they're just going to kind of rule out, probably because the statistical likelihood that I would have that is not high. And so a lot of the doctor they're just trying to kind of like rule things out, disqualify things. And, to be honest, as I get older, what I realize is like there's a lot of cases where just the doctor can't help you. And that's what's really scary. I was thinking, give me something about this kind of nerve pain in my leg. And so I just wanted to go and make sure that I wasn't, in any immediate danger, and just sort of get out ahead of it. But they basically just told me to do stretches and to go to the dentist. And I mean, to be honest, I would have gone to the dentist. It's been so hard to even go anywhere. It's just like I've made a couple appointments. They got canceled because of my insurance, blah, blah, blah. So it was just like the fact that I even went to the doctor at all was kind of like progress, kind of like a big step. Oh my God, Ashley is driving me nuts. She is driving me nuts by sitting, because I'm trying, it's the other night when I was doing my live stream, my last live stream, there was literally, I was sitting at this table in Bleecker Park, my favorite park. It's blown up. I shouldn't talk about it. Now everybody knows about it. The secret's out. Sarah Jessica Parker's there. Everybody's there. But I was sitting at this, there's two benches that are parallel and like a table in between. And this guy sat across from me while I was doing this. If you go back and watch my live stream, I literally sat at this bench the whole fucking broadcast. So this guy sat across from me. I thought he was going to tap out after like 2 minutes. He was going to listen to me talk for 2 minutes and be like, this is fucking annoying. I got to get the fuck out of here. This is not worth it. I've been at war with people over like public seating recently. I get really upset. Like, I wasn't going to leave. This guy, I was there first. I was going to outlast this guy. I literally did my entire fucking live stream from that seat, and the guy did not leave the entire time. I left before he did. I did 2 hours. Watch it. There was literally a guy across from me the entire fucking time while I'm like screaming and gesticulating into my phone about nothing. So I don't know. It was nice to be able to go to the doctor, I guess. It's just like they were very, very nice to me. You could tell they had a program of things that they wanted to kind of like try to, they gave me Narcan training. So now I know how to do Narcan. There's Ashley in the background. See, she's marking her territory just to let everybody know. And if I'm doing this, then it's like, okay, she can't leave. Where's she gonna go? I just want to get out here and capture this beautiful sunset. Maybe I will read some poetry or something. What else do I need to talk about? Jesus Christ. Now that I'm on the spot. Is that good, or that's going to be all blown out and shit? Maybe if I just stand right in front of it. That's like kind of an exciting lighting setup right there, isn't it? Yeah, so I don't know. Bob Dylan Day got canceled, unfortunately. We were really looking forward to it. It was going to be the first System Lord in 6 months. Apparently, just God hates System Lord. God doesn't want System Lord to play. We're too powerful. Our message is too powerful. I don't know. Maybe this is better. So they had to shut it down. The police just shut it down in advance. They used their Minority Report AI predictive crime solving technology. They knew that System Lord was going to change the world. But I hope Aaron is okay. Thank him for setting the whole thing up, I mean, what's more legit? I mean, that's America in the year 2024, arresting the acoustic guitar players trying to have a Bob Dylan tribute show. Sad state of affairs. I wanted to do like a country music theme for Monday, but I just don't know. Not that anybody does my themes at all. Okay. Do we need to do more crowd work at the show? Everybody loves crowd work. That's kind of what like comments are in the chat. The chat in a live stream is kind of like crowd work. I think, I think everybody's always wanted to participate. Everybody's always wanted to sort of be a part of show business. The sun is going down now. And so, like, comment sections, there's a lot of critical fucking people out there in YouTube comment. That's all people do, is they're keyboard jockeys that just like, this stand-up comedian's not funny, or these jokes aren't funny, or that sucked, or this music sucks, or these guys are gods. We grew up with the greatest music or whatever. And it's like heckling, you know, online heckling rope. You know, did Trump activate that, or he just kind of was doing what other people on the internet do? You know, the internet, for whatever reason, intensifies the effectiveness of bullies, trolls, insult comics. Everybody's an insult comic now. Everybody's Don Rickles. What was it, the roast of Tom Brady? That was like a big cultural event. What the fuck was that even on? What were people watching that on? Was that on Comedy Central or... Okay, Ashley is slowly inching away. But, Kill Tony or whatever the fuck it is. I don't know if there's a poetry equivalent. Oh, she's back. She's sitting here and she's back. She's just like that guy, sitting right next to me while I live stream. That's okay. Enjoy the show. I don't know what the fuck I'm going to talk about, so I'm, oh God. Yeah, I feel like poetry is, or, you know, just like that whole progressive, fashionable infancy, for lack of a better word. They're sort of like, they want to be in a shelter. They want to be in a cocoon. I saw this TikTok video, Salman Rushdie. Young people today, he said, you know, they're more conservative than the older people with the things that they say, the way they please speech. I don't know if that's necessarily... I think it's a bigger picture than that. You know, the reason why people police speech so much right now is because we are in like a critical, at least it seems this way. It seems we're in some kind of critical like Judgment Day, Armageddon type scenario. And so people want to live correctly. They want to do the right thing. They even though we do it in our own little insignificant personal choices and are sort of quibbling with each other over, you know, these sort of caveats, you know, as far as how we describe each other or whatever it is. Who gets attention, who gets to be normalized, who gets to be, you know, I think it's important that all that stuff has broken open. You know, people are trying to do the right thing. They don't just want to run their fucking mouth. And so as a writer or as a you know, it's particularly the winner, you know, I won this free speech award, right? I won the First Amendment award for the cable access thing. You know, this was before Elon Musk bought Twitter and put all the fucking white supremacists back on and said, well, they should be able to say whatever they want. It's like now with free speech, you know, there's a lot of fucking... With poetry especially, it's like, it isn't about letting it all hang out. Which I think is what Salman Rushdie said. Are you really going to sit there the whole time? It's just, I wasn't mentally prepared for this. That's what you're going to do? Okay. Well, now I'm going to have to think about everything I say because Ashley's here. And now I'm nervous because Ashley's sitting right here. Okay. Is this nice? Am I getting good? How's the color over there? The sunset's looking nice. Okay. It'll look good on camera. We'll see. Should I just interview Ashley? The great lost episode of my TV show is I went to Hoboken in May 22, and my iPhone, I had a C.A. Conrad reading. I had this whole adventure where I went to Hoboken, you know, I filmed Manhattan from that direction. I went to Frank Sinatra Park. You know, they got this fucking statue of Frank Sinatra and shit because he's from there. James Schuyler has a poem about the clam broth house. He's got a great poem about the Hudson and all the ferries and shit that used to go over it. And all the restaurants and shit they would go to. So, you know, this was like my adventure to Hoboken. I'd never been there. I'd never been there since. Well, when I lived in Manhattan, it's pretty easy to get there. You know, it's just like taking the L train, basically. But Now that I live way the fuck out, you know, landlocked, you know, Brooklyn, the real Brooklyn. Now that I live in the real Brooklyn, the Larry David Brooklyn, the Paul Mazursky Brooklyn. We watched Bob and Carol and Ted and Alice. It was okay. I don't know. It didn't make that big of an impression on me, to be honest.
Just gave me blue balls.
Gave Ashley blue balls. Well, I did like the ending. I thought the ending was appropriate for what it was. I thought it was going to go a completely different way. And the ending was tasteful.
Yeah.
What was the other? Oh yeah, we watched Tempest with John Cassavetes. That was the other Paul Mazursky. You got to watch Tempest with John Cassavetes. It is all over the fucking map. Cassavetes is amazing as Prospero. Show me the magic. I mean, of course, Cassavetes is just amazing in pretty much everything, but. We're trying to be artists, goddammit. We're living it to the bone here, okay? We're not compromising for anybody or anything. We're not fakers. We're not even, you know, we're not fake the way we play the game. We don't have any of the social advantages that anybody else has. You know, I'm the last. Look at my fucking jacket, okay? I'm the last poor person here. I mean, they told me I would I didn't even qualify. I was looking at, like, because I saw a couple people have won these, like, housing lotteries recently. I looked at the housing lottery. Literally, for the low-income housing lottery, you had to make between $90,000 and $180,000. That was the low, that was, like, the fucking lottery for, like, a studio that cost, I don't even know, $1,000 a month or something. It's like, that is absolutely insane that, like, that's the minimum threshold is $90,000 and these people are like living in fucking government housing. Like, something is seriously wrong. Because, I mean, they should do whatever they can to try to pass along the rent-controlled apartments that do exist. There should be some kind of poetry mentorship program where they hook old poets up who have rent-controlled apartments with younger poets and get them to, like, take care of the older people so they can move into their apartments and live there for $300 a month. I should have married Tom Savage. Now more than ever, I should have married Tom Savage, because Tom Savage had this apartment on 11th between, I think, B and C, right off Tompkins. And it was like $100 a month or something. And Don Yorty comes to me one day and he goes, "You want to marry Tom Savage? You get, you know, you get his apartment." It's like, I should have married Tom Savage. I'd have an apartment that costs $150 a month in the East Village. Like, that's insane, you know. But instead, he had to move to assisted living on, like, Staten Island, and his apartment probably got renovated and fucking went to some finance douchebag. It's probably it's probably thousands of dollars a month now. And so there really should be some kind of institutionalized effort, because that is what, I mean, whatever you're doing, making $90,000 a year, you're not, it's not the same as having a $200 or $300 or $400 or $600 apartment where, like, you can sort of, you know, pay your rent on your little poetry job salary. You know, like, I could be doing what I'm already doing and afford that, but, you know, I'm a far cry from $90,000 a year. I'm not even close to qualifying to that. So what kind of apartment do what lottery do I qualify for? I, like, don't even exist financially. I applied for food stamps about 10 years ago. I got denied. And I think it was because I made so little money that they just didn't believe it. They were just like, how can you even afford to live here? You make so little money. Like, there was, like, no way for me to prove legally that, like, I was even fucking making it work. And so I was actually denied for food stamps for being too poor. if you can believe that. That's the kind of guy that I am. You know, and I've just been, I don't know, I'm kind of getting to the end of the line. The doctors were weirdly like, I don't know. It's not like they were like positive. They just kind of contradicted everything I said. I said something about how I was getting older, and they're like, "You're a young guy." You know, I was like, you know, I probably, well, she thought I was a bartender. So she kept saying like, the world needs bartenders and servers too. And I'm like, I'm not, what the fuck? Like, you're trying to encourage me to like live this painful job and this painful life and shit. It's like, and so that's always how it is with the doctor. The medical industry in this country is like everything else. They feed you poison. They feed you Pop-Tarts. They make movies about it, unfrosted. They make bad movies. They fill you with mental poison. It's all pollution. It's all fucking polluted. Microplastics, colorectal fucking microplastic. You know, it's all poison. Preservatives, xanthan gum, red 5, yellow 5, food dye, food coloring. And let's get a little bit of that sunset action. And the doctors can't help you. You know, that's what I learned 10 years ago. Unless you have some kind of critical problem, you know, there's not a lot they can do. You're fucked. It's all holistic. It's all homeopathic. I cut my hair yesterday. I guess it kind of looks weird. It's kind of all over the place.
Looks nice.
I don't know. I feel like I need a summer cut. I'm ready for like a. Let's get some. There we go. That's nice. There we go. Ashley's managed to. There she is. She's on the stream. This is like filmmaking live. It's like doing a fucking play, like live De Palma Altman style. That line I have about I'm a TV director, mellow and on old age. That's Robert Altman. That's about Robert Altman. All that shit's about Robert Altman. Everything from my reading with Bruce Andrews. The ongoing adventures of Frankly Fabulous in poetry. That's what my poetry is. It's like a comic book of just whatever the fuck mental gymnastics I've been doing recently. You have to be prepared at all times. Look at that sailboat. Look at this nice sailboat. What's that? That poem is called Dining Out with Doug and Frank. That's Skylar's poem about the clam broth house and the Lackawanna thing. Dining Out with Doug and Frank. Skylar, man. There's Lackawanna. I really, see, that's what was so painful about, well, not that I should get into it, the Eileen Miles thing, was James Schuyler. You know, it's a direct link. You know, and that kind of makes sense stylistically. I mean, Eileen Miles' poetry, particularly that Not Me book, but, you know, it's weird because Schuyler is doing a lot of things that, I don't know. I thought he, like, invented a lot of that stuff, but reading the kind of you know, like Morning of the Poem, or he's kind of, that's just like, I don't know, that's almost like memory. It's almost like he's copying Burnett Mayer in a lot of ways. So I don't know, my poetry's raw, it's honest, it's personal, it's too much information. Just like this, just like my live streams. Make sure to stay tuned for my vlog, my new vlog premieres. I just finished a notebook. I just finished this notebook yesterday. This was a big thing for me because I had just gotten a big insurance settlement for my storage unit. I stuck it to the storage unit business. Supposedly the most profitable business you can go into is storage units right now. It's the #1 highest money-making business you can go into is opening a storage unit facility. I think that just says a lot about nobody can afford anywhere to live, and so they're crashing with people and all their shit's in a storage unit. We're all like in transition. No one has adequate space. No one has like a dignified, because rich people need like, you know, vacation properties everywhere. They need 4 or 5 homes. Where are we? This is like Christopher Street Pier, but yeah, more or less. We're just north of there. See, there's the World Trade Center. Apparently, I heard there's supposed to be a Black Swan event in New York, which I'm scared about.
What is that?
It's a, you know, terrorism or something.
I don't think so.
Yeah, so I finished this notebook. I bought this at Duane Reade on Broadway for $6. I never pay $6 or $7 for anything, but I had just gotten this fat cash settlement because they spilled toilet water all over my belongings.
I got you a new.
And then Ashley, when did you get this for you? Christmas?
Christmas.
Yeah, so I've had this since Christmas. So I just cracked this Moleskine. Let me read you the outrageous Moleskine copy. The fucking propaganda. Moleskine used to have way better propaganda. I was totally sold on Moleskine because it was all about, this is the preferred, oh, thank you for watching from Texas, Old Geezer show. This is the Hudson River right here. It's sunset here in New York. We're live from the Hudson, you know. We're not on Christopher Street, but we're right, I think it's like, what? 11 Charles Street. I did want to mention Charles Street. Charles Street, apparently, this street right here, I used to go down here to smoke weed because there's this really cool, like, old cobblestone alley. These buildings right here, I think Jim Carrey lived in. Like, Jim Carrey, Nicole Kidman. I used to see all of them in fucking Vanity Fair. But there's this cobblestone alley between those buildings that's really cool that I used to go to smoke weed in. Oh, there's Adam S., Ashley. And apparently this used to be a prison over here. And the cobblestone street was the north wall of the prison. And supposedly prisoners would walk down this cobblestone on their way to their execution.
Oh my God.
So that's where I would smoke weed. It's over by the New School in West Beth and all that shit.
Maybe I'll go there.
You're gonna go for a walk now? Adam S. just got here, Ashley.
Well, I'll say hi to Adam S.
Oh,
Hi,
now you're
Adam
gonna
S.
leave. Okay. Yeah, so Moleskine used to have I can't believe you're gonna leave. Wow. It's unbelievable.
Still time.
Okay, well, yeah. We're about to go to this restaurant. What's it called? I'd rather be in prison than wage my life away. That'd be a great country music lyric, I feel like. Adam S. says, hey, Ash.
Everyone should see my cowboy boots.
Adam S. says, hey, Ash. Okay. Maybe I'll get over here. I want that sunset in my shot, you know? What does it look like? It really, you can't even tell it's like a sunset. It's like, there we go. Okay, there we go. That's nice. Maybe we'll just throw that. Yo, it's the king and queen. Badass boots. There you go. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how she walks around in those things, man. There's no way. Walking around New York City in those cowboy boots all the time, that's crazy. God, I'm just getting so backlit here. Yeah. It does. It's like blue. See, I was just talking about the Black Swan event. We all just got vaporized by hydrogen bomb. They dropped the big one on Hoboken, on Joe Piscopo. No, we're still alive. No, so Moleskine notebooks, I don't know. I really don't. This is sort of like, this is the fanciest notebook I bought in a long time, but this is very nice, you know? It's like a black kind of leather. You got this, it's so satisfying, you know? This is like an ASMR thing, pulling this fucking band on and off. It's just, you know, that kind of shit matters in a product. You know, that little action, the physicality of it, the tangibility of it, the tactility of it, the sound it makes. That's the thing that, like, plays in your mind. It's just so satisfying, you know, the completion of that. And so I've got my little pocket. I've got tons of souvenirs in here. I've got the Hot People Reading Poetry sticker. I've got, this is an Ace of Spades signed by Ananya George, an amazing magician. He pulled this like out of I mean, the guy does amazing tricks. And so this was like, you know, he signed it, and then it was like inside an envelope, inside an envelope, inside an envelope on the back of his guitar. So I've just got fun little souvenirs like that in there. And, you know, so I just, yeah, I finished, that's one chapter, you know, it's over. I finished this notebook. But this is a Moleskine. These things are fucking expensive. I mean, this was $20. Ashley got it for me for Christmas, but They used to have this really cool ad copy about, moleskins are like the preferred notebook of Picasso, Hemingway, Bruce Chatwin. Meanwhile, they're selling them like in Barnes & Noble. You bought it at like fucking Barnes & Noble. God damn it. I really wish I had like a nicer... Maybe I'll just do this while I talk. We'll just get this for a sec. The live sunset. So that's Hoboken right there. That's where Frank Sinatra grew up. The W. I used to see that red W all the time walking home. Honestly, this is one of the best parts of Manhattan. The west side on the river, definitely one of the best parts. But yeah, now the Moleskine copy, I don't know. Yeah, so that was at Barnes & Noble in circa 2008. You're like, yeah, I'm going to be like Picasso. Get my Moleskine at Barnes & Noble. Write my shitty, whatever. So now the fucking Moleskine copy. At Moleskine, we believe in the timeless power of handwriting. You can tell they're really pushing handwriting over, like, keyboards and computers. The timeless power of handwriting as an essential expression of human civilization, a powerful act to unleash human genius and foster the development and sharing of literacy and knowledge. Handwriting is both universal and deeply personal. It's a thoughtful way to express your true self and connect to others in a very intimate yet universally accessible way. Put pen to paper and unleash your unique voice. Yeah, they really want you to unleash with your handwriting. Yeah, so they're obviously fucking scared that everybody's writing in their Notes app. A lot of fucking poets write in the Notes app, to be honest. I mean, I'm not a huge Notes app guy. I believe it. I like the handwriting. I do think it's an essential way to unleash your human potential or whatever. That's why I carry these fucking pocket notebooks. They're my little Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. You know how fucking Henry Jones has got the kind of Holy Grail diary with all his fucking drawings and shit in there. These are my little... This is me. I mean, let's face it. Indiana Jones, I'd say, was the style icon of my youth. Mr. Based. Oh, all right. Link up with Mr. Based. Carlo, where's Carlo? Is he gonna swap me? Tell him not to come here. I can't handle his hardcore comedy. This guy over here is tripping. Yeah, so this is my little Holy Grail diary. Only the penitent man shall pass. What else have I got in here? I've got my Peniter Ferenz. That's the title of the new blog that's premiering tonight. Peniter Ferenz. So that's what it's from. Carl and Mr. Based had a falling out. Who is Mr. Based? That's a different guy. This is a different edgelord in downtown Manhattan. I guess this is a perfect place for them to come because, like, the thing is, conservative people, I think, are curious about it. They're curious about the blue cities, and they're like, what the fuck is going on? Is it just crime and, like, homeless people and blah, blah, blah? And then you send fucking conservative people in here to this, like, woke kind of snowflake metropolis. And they just kind of, they upset the apple cart. That's stand-up comedy, it's all kind of, it's the right wing, it's the Fox News of oral poetry in this country. So it's Friday night, I don't know. Maybe I'll read some shit. I just wanted to get on before the weekend, before I disappear. It's Memorial Day, everybody. It's Fleet Week. Oh, he has a nice downtown apartment. Collabs with all streamers, all right. Mr. Based. But his name is Based. I wouldn't necessarily say that my stream is the most based. I'm not a red pill guy, really. I mean, TikTok, has kind of pilled me in certain ways. I'm definitely like maybe more I don't know. It's just a crazy fucking time. The election is sneaking up on us. Bill Maher is on every TV show. Bill Maher is doing all this press. It's an election year. You think I'm based? Adam S. thinks I'm based. What? Oh, I think I've heard of Kick. Isn't that what Carlo's on? Carlo's on Kick. I don't know. I'm streaming for like 70-year-old RV dads on YouTube. That's what YouTube is. Which I love, but I don't know. To me, it's just, I guess I'm an old RV dad. I mean, this is all I can work, you know? I can't get on Kick. I don't even know what that is. How do the kids get into this stuff? How do they find, did they find out about this? Like, it probably all travels through online gaming. It's all like Xbox Live, PS5, GTA 6. You know, that's where that shit moves faster through that than anything, through headset microphones, while people play Call of Duty, slang. Whatever happened is people saying pwned. I never hear people get pwned anymore. What happened to that? I thought that was totally a reasonable, you know, I thought that kind of slang was going to work its way into the language. Leet. I haven't heard anybody say leet in 10 years. Like, what happened? It's like a secret, I don't know. It's the South Park, Mr. B ain't going anywhere if you change your mind. All right. What's Mr. B up to? What does he give people money, or isn't that what most people do on streaming? They just like give people money and shit. Oh, it's getting kind of chilly here. Let me read some of my based poetry for you over this beautiful vaporwave sunset. They canceled System Lord today. We were supposed to do this Bob Dylan tribute show. I deleted Jizz World. I thought they looked cool. I thought they looked like Timberlands. Oh yeah, let me read this. Creator platforms. Sun gazing, what is that? Basically reading my letterbox. You're never not existing. Stealing the train, pull it out before it kills you. I'm just happy to be here, broken shoe trombone. Whoops, it's an eyesore. He never should have gotten the car with Julie Gianni. Oh, somebody was saying Edgar Allan Poe, Charlie Chaplin was a lot like Edgar Allan Poe. I was watching this really interesting video about Vachel Lindsay, and he was like, Charlie Chaplin is like Edgar Allan Poe if Edgar Allan Poe wanted to make people laugh. I thought, you know, Edgar Allan Poe married his 13-year-old, he had a child bride. How come Edgar Allan Poe's not canceled? He literally married I think it was his cousin, probably. It's always your cousin when they're 13. Like Jerry Lee Lewis. Look at that beautiful boat. Look at this beautiful footage. This is beautiful B-roll here, guys. One of those, I've never been on one of those Circle I cruises. I would love to do that. I'd love to do an open mic cruise or a poetry cruise. Why don't they do a poetry cruise? Maybe this summer, maybe Kuzu Daddy, we can do a poetry cruise. Meanwhile, in baby jail, performing a leveraged buyout on RJR Reynolds Nabisco, ice shavings, poisoning reservoir, high fructose corn syrup. Fuck him. Fuck her too. You're bringing this on yourself. Carrying your mother up a hill on your back. Slick patches of Sundays 8 p.m. belong to Homer Church. Excuse me, sir, you can't smoke weed in here. This is Hamburger America. Creating ahead of time salamander fedora pews. Yawn limit sharks. Serving cunt. I so agree. She's the boss. Hallelujah. What a payday. Jeff Buckley live at Sin E on Vanilla Sky mixtape soundtrack. Did I ever tell you the story about when I got caught David Blaine jacking off on Thanksgiving? My base of downtown operations, a little cramped and loud Memorial Day. Kinda early for Christmas music. Glory to Newborn King, chowing down on Gitsy's box, Sandman entrance. Did you edit any of that? It dawned like a big picture before the screen. Its goal was surveillance for Death Star. They built more cedar than they sold. The inventories are piling up. Negative cash flow, wonderkind, prying money out of the system, bringing the patriarchy down from the inside, from a unilateral to a multipolar world order. How'd you get to this place? Can you tell us about it, encountering a unicorn at the circus? My poetry is an afterthought to my phone addiction, or maybe a footnote. That's the least we could do. Remember when I wore Skechers the first day of school, 6th grade, and David Huffman said I looked gay? When I had long hair, I'd get confused for a girl. Sticker sleeves for Clever Alice, show me the magic. encants Papa John Prospero to raise money to finance his own swan song, he probably would have taken 4 Newports for it. It's a drug seeing yourself in print. I have my own great nights of my own. 521 Jangle Leg. Maybe I'll do a time lapse of this. I mean, I've lost all my viewers. I guess this is not that exciting for people, but in any case, here we are. It's just me and Adam S. Thank you for watching. I mean, all right, here we go. Jangle Leg. I deleted Jizz World. I thought they looked cool. I thought they looked like Timberlands. Multipolar. Did I say bipolar? Unilateral to a multipolar. Unilateral. Not bipolar. Am I bipolar? Maybe. I can't see a doctor. Mr. Based equals Jason Itzler. He's famous for staring at the sun. It is crazy the shit that people want to see on YouTube. It's been a long time since I did. Working in them made me not want to eat there. Out of sympathy with the pain of the workers. When he could finally take it no more, he surrendered to the medical pills. Summer is comedy season. How long until you react? I've lost compliance with my audience. They wouldn't even call themselves that. Straining to make out my own handwriting is part of the fun. Resorting to petty thievery like Ronnie Dobbs, my Uncle Pat, gets me thrown in the jail of my skeleton. I was going for a different effect, all things at once, opening multiple threads, fleeing in a color wheel of terrified interactions with the most beautiful people in town. Nobody asked me to speak at their funeral. Who would speak at mine? Got jank leg from bad moonshine and stealing. Unsubscribed from City Lights newsletter. Can't stand to be happy for anyone else's success, especially someone who women like better than me. Boss baby feeds my ego gasoline. Spill it on me. Not as smart as I think I am. More chip than shoulder. Kerouac had phlebitis. I'm afraid of doctors. That's not true. Blue stairs, you drive a hard bargain. Morton Williams. Poets are rich in friendship. I thought we were starting to have an interesting conversation. Then you left. My vibe sucks since I'm infected. Have I tried NYU Dental Clinic in a race to finish my book? Scandalous authenticity, growing up in insomnia. Even Hall & Oates broke up. That's how bad things are. That's how bad things have gotten. Even Hall & Oates broke up. That's how bad things are getting. They canceled Bob Dylan Day. Put New York City's foremost Bob Dylan interpreter in jail. And Hall & Oates broke up. I mean, Jesus Christ. If Hall & Oates can't make beautiful, joyous music together, what fucking hope do the rest of us have? We're super fucked, man. Thank you. Yeah. Whatever the hell that was about, hemoglobin Mobius, like I painted my high school radioactive orange from feeling good all the time. Vanilla Sky is the Matrix for 5'7" white guys that were always slightly compared with Michael J. Fox. Commanding presence, and I get to hear about it in every year. This guy sitting across from me 2 hours, the whole live stream. Tree branches scrape the car as we roll by rabbits eating lettuce in John Giorno's garden. Queen Anne's lace dressed up for Halloween as the back of Carnegie Hall. Need an escape plan for the Black Swan event, Project 2025. Added Janet Planet to my watch list. Appointment at the free clinic 3 weeks from now. Ate Taco Bell and Wendy's, not exactly health food. Need my walking back in time for good weather. 1 hour driving to a lake from my apartment. 522, piriformis wigwags. Not gonna be a part of anybody's roster. Ghosted the doctor, they wanted blood work. I snuck out of the hospital like Richie Tenenbaum. My brother in Christ on the road with Charles Kuralt. CBS Sunday Morning with Harry Smith. C-SPAN Brian Lamb weekday mornings. McNeil Lehrer News Hour. PBS 7 p.m. Quietest hours on Book TV. Reading Gilbert Sorrentino in the waiting room. Everyone is very nice. A good example of health care. Don and Peggy slouching towards the dunes. Got denied for SNAP. Trapper keeper briefcase signature. To stand out from the group. Piriformis fixed me like a car. My life transformed in 3 days. Now I don't rush to fall asleep. I wait my turn to be completely encompassed within the darkness. 523, dear God. The doctor told me to do yoga. They always do. That's medical care in the United States. I've never been let in the building before. When you eat a piece of fruit, don't you want it to be ripe? Being taken advantage of by my employers. Some humans dress in white to rule my heart. You've already secured the bag. I have no bag. My elbow of the sleeve on my good blue shirt ripped. The only place they went was the 9/11 memorial. If that's not a bad sign, I don't know what is. Among my least played songs live. Made enemies of everyone. 59.95 frames per second. Cut the animatics by my pillow. Saved that for the end. Maybe if I quiet down for a minute, something will come to me. Slay. 524, slay. I want to end this now. Paper souvenirs of half a year. Checked it all off my list. An ongoing ellipsis of public appearances. Party next Friday, May 31st at the observatory. I prefer silence and calm. Can't stand the slightest discomfort. Says they'll take care of it in a day. It took so long because I produced westerns. Westerns were manifest destiny tales. They're named after the direction we went. Simple as that. Push everything to the coast and kill anyone who gets in the way. Went wrong when I moved. Can't afford anything else. Relying on Ashley. Better off stay where you are. They'll only put you in the shelter system. Financial complie divorced in the rapture. Yeah, okay, so, you know, it's poetry, people. It's tarantula. You know, I see, anytime I click through somebody's fucking live stream on TikTok, they're not even doing anything. They're just, like, standing there, like, typing. Like, people have thousands of people following them. They're not even doing anything. They're not talking. They're not trying to provide enlightening food for thought or anything. But, Jesus Christ. I don't know. I guess we should try to enjoy this summer as much as possible. Because who knows where we're going to be a year from now. More insanity, more of the roller coaster of the collapse of the empire. The American empire. I mean, you know, people want it to collapse. You know, it's sort of a talking point that it's one thing people can agree on. You know, people on the right, they're just as likely. You know, you're just as likely to hear Eric Prince say something about how, you know, Iraq and shit was like a lie as you are like, you're going to hear people on the left say, you know, America shouldn't be colonialist, shouldn't be imperialist. Everybody can agree this country sucks. And it's sort of the end of us being the cop, the world police, having military bases everywhere. People want to withdraw from that. But where does that leave us? What are we supposed to do? How are we supposed to make money? You know, we're getting fucking drowned like puppies. You know, this inflation, the cost of living, all of it. It's just too much to handle. You're either a winner or you die. You're either 6'5". Barron Trump is 6'7". That's not good. There's gonna be all kind of people like him just because of that. You know, maybe Barron Trump is this shit better not collapse. I mean, I think, like, they're always gonna keep it, you know, like, America is, it already has in a lot of ways. It's just like people still go to work. They still have to pay their bills. Like we've been systematically disempowered over the past 4 years because of inflation and the way they raised the prices of everything, including real estate. And it's all dictated by the algorithm. You know, the algorithm tells them, oh, you can charge $400 more a month for this apartment or $1,000 more for this apartment because the algorithm crunched some numbers or whatever. I think the algorithm's gonna fucking kill us. The algorithm is our God. The market is our God. You know, the market is just like financial news. It's just rich people, like, they want to wake up. Did I get richer today? Last night, did I get richer? Did the market go up? It's like the economic statistics are so divorced from the reality. You know, the trickle down ain't trickling. The math ain't mathing. You know, maybe rich people are inventing a bunch of fake money in their Ponzi fucking casino. Right there, man. And right fucking there. There's where it all happens. You know? There's where it all goes down, man. Right fucking there, man. And then they all live over here and eat in restaurants where the poets used to live. They all live in the West Village, the cocksuckers. It's all Murray Hill, right? All the finance bros. Is that music gonna kill my fucking live stream? Okay. Is that copyrighted material? So it's just like they want to kill us. They want to cut the population, I think. But they also want like a slave army of people to do jobs for nothing. You know, they raised people's wages in certain instances. Certain people, like, okay, Ashley has a friend who works at Jenny's Ice Cream in LA. I worked at Jenny's Ice Cream. It's AI music, okay. How do you know that? How do you know it's AI music? I worked at Jenny's Ice Cream in 2000 and right when I graduated college, 2008. And it was a low point in my life. I had just graduated college and this is what I was doing, making fucking waffle cones and scooping taste samples for rich people. This one guy, because we were right next to Spagio, which was like a rich restaurant where I also worked. And so rich people would come there after dinner for ice cream. This one guy, super yuppie older guy, he wanted a kid scoop. First of all, he wanted a taste of every fucking thing. And then he wanted a kid scoop, which was $2. And no human is this uncreative. He wanted a kid scoop, which is $2. But he wanted 2 different flavors in the kid scoop. Which, like, you just can't do that. First of all, you're 60 fucking years old. You can't get a kid scoop. But we're letting that slide. But you cannot have 2 flavors in a goddamn kid scoop, okay? This is why these people run everything. Because they're assholes. And they nitpick and all they do is boss people around. And they have no conscience about it. They're fucking sociopaths. You know, sociopaths run everything. You know, it's the Catholic, good-hearted people that are the cattle. We're the goyim, we're the chattel. You know, we work the fucking manual labor jobs. We all have F-150 trucks. It's Bob Dylan Day, everybody. We're cranking Bob Dylan's hits. Happy birthday, Bob. Are you a Zionist? We can't tell. We've known that he's appeared on the telethon. He's appeared on Pro-Israel telethon. So, I don't know. Is Bob canceled? Yeah, so Jenny's Ice Cream, I worked there in 2008, right before the recession. This was before the recession. I think they paid us $7.25 an hour. It was the lowest amount I'd ever made anywhere. It was the lowest I've ever been paid. It may have even been less than that. I think it may have been $6.75. It was literally minimum wage. But you got a free pint of ice cream every week. Yeah, Bob is the greatest. The Zionist Zimmerman. He's played gigs there, I'm pretty sure. He's messed with the Zohan. Bob fucks with the Zohan. What is this guy doing? He's just standing behind me with his music. Bob fucks with the Zohan. I mean, I guess that's cool. this is cool. This is like Friday night. We're partying, all right? We're partying on Scenes from a Life live stream, all right? We're getting down on Friday, everybody. Crank that shit. Crank that shit. You gotta embrace it. You gotta say yes to life, you know? You gotta yes and. It's not no but. It's yes and. I think New York has really, like, beat me in as a person. I think if I would have developed somewhere else, I would have felt a lot less inhibited and less... there's no chance here. I mean, I'm just not... Especially right now. It's like New York, they can get anything. They can get somebody who's 6'2", who looks like a model, who's a genius, you know, who's got a great personality. They can get that person, you know. They don't need 5'7" guys who, you know, Vanilla Sky's the Matrix for. Vanilla Sky is kind of an interesting movie. I think it was a little bit ahead of its time. It talks about things like virtual reality, going into sort of a reality that's like almost algorithmic, just designed to please you, and sort of the lie of that, what that does to you. There's things about it that are kind of, at the time I was like, what the fuck is this? I feel like I should talk about the Unfrosted movie a little more, because I didn't really get into it. I know people are sick to death of hearing about this fucking movie. Is it too late? I'm like a week behind in the national conversation on this. I don't know. It's annoying, I guess, seeing Bill Maher and Jerry Seinfeld on every fucking show on TV. So yeah, I worked at Jenny's Ice Cream in $6.75 an hour in 2008. And I made waffle cones every morning. I got fat because I was eating fucking... I mean, their ice cream is good. Don't get me wrong, but like you get carpal tunnel scooping that shit out. This was so early on in their business. They would drawer the tips. They had a tip jar encouraging people to tip as if the workers were going to split the tips. And they would put it into the drawer as if it was part of their sales. So they were basically stealing from us. I never saw Jenny. I never met her, but her husband would come around sometimes. And they had some kind of like factory over near the Kroger off, I don't even know what road that was. Off North Star and whatever, Northwest, whatever that road is that goes between them. And they would hire like underage kids, like child labor. You know, like 16-year-old kids, 17-year-old kids to scoop their pints for them. You know, because they had to like make their pints by hand back then. This was before they really exploded and became a national brand. They had created a lot of buzz around Columbus. I mean, it makes sense. It makes perfect sense that Jenny's Ice Cream would be from Columbus because it's dairy. It's Elmer's glue. It's fucking, it's you know, it's just milk. It's fucking, it's Cowtown. That's what Columbus is. Manifestation of that. So yeah, I think it was right before Obama got elected. Oh my God. Interesting times. And I worked there for about a month. I no called, no showed. Because they paid you so little money. I worked for this guy, Bill or something. He had kind of like Kids in the Hall energy. He looked kind of like a Kevin McDonald character. He had kind of like cool glasses, but he seemed miserable. He had worked at like the Drexel, like the movie theater. And he was just like a manager of fucking like, you know, retail or whatever, you know. That's the worst place I think you can find yourself. Being like a manager of like a movie theater, you know, because then you have all this fucking responsibility. And it's like, are you actually getting paid what you deserve for that? I don't know. I hope this isn't a bunch of copyrighted music. I'm sure it is. All my shit's gonna get blocked on this. I'm gonna get flagged. They're gonna curb my free speech rights, my First Amendment rights. Yeah, so I don't know. I wasn't super down with Jenny's Ice Cream. I thought they exploited their workers. It was definitely the worst job I've ever had. You smelled like ice cream. I mean, you can't even eat that much ice cream. My girlfriend was thrilled because she got Jenny's Ice Cream every week. And don't get me wrong, that shit was the bomb. Fucking bourbon butter pecan. They used real Maker's Mark in the fucking ice cream. We used to make these sundaes this mint julep sundae. I mean, at then it wasn't that expensive. It was $3 or $4 for a scoop, maybe a sundae $5, $6. Now they're like, I don't even know, $15 or $20. But the shit was, you know, it was good shit. Mint julep. There was one that was like a Kentucky Derby, you know, it was like a fucking mint julep sundae. Butterscotch, fucking syrup and shit. Brambleberry crisp. I really loved, they had a pistachio flavor that was super good. Their bananas and honey was super good. Of course, salty caramel was bomb. Their pear Riesling, all their Rieslings were good as hell. There comes Ashley again. Talking about Jenny's ice cream. So now Ashley's friend works at fucking Jenny's ice cream in LA. He gets paid $20 an hour, I think. Which is nothing. I think it's the equivalent of $6.75 an hour in this day and age. So, Jenny's ice cream, fuck you. You exploit your workers. You injure them. You have child labor. I'm blowing the lid. This is my tell-all. I'm a whistleblower, okay? I'm a whistleblower of ice cream. I'm blowing whistle of Jenny. I'm blowing Jenny's whistle ice cream. Yeah. You're a good working fucking class guy. I like that. That's Adam S. is a hero. He's listening to Radio Free New York live in his transistor radio. That's all YouTube is. It's a fucking, oh yeah, Alabaster Rom, what's up? This is, we're right north of Christopher Street. I'm not exactly sure which pier this is, but we're partying. We're partying on...
Really? I just cried looking at the
Hell yeah, Adam S., you can afford to live alone? You live alone? What's your neighborhood like? What's your... I'm just curious, do you live in a 401? You live in a 4/1? Or do you live in a pre-war? You know, I think the war is like a great divide. Everything became cheaper, and that's why all the apartments that are pre-war are better. The war just, it's been all downhill, you know? And so New York, it's just rich people living on kind of the good craftsmanship of the 19th century and the early 20th century. Because that's the best housing stock we have. Built in 1995. All right, that's pretty good. That's have some personality. Not that it matters. I mean, Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Should we start walking? You want to start walking? I mean, the sun's kind of gone down at this point. Let me finish the rest of this and we'll start walking. Yeah, so we're just above Christopher Street. I'm not sure. What is this? Huh? We're not. I can't dox us, okay? We'll be swarmed, you know, all of my bratty fans, all of my hyper antagonistic people with behavior personality disorders. I saw this flyer. This guy's been putting up these flyers that say looking for the perfect woman, and it's like all this shit about I don't even know. But then I saw this woman had put up a flyer right below it that said, looking for an acceptable man or something like that. And then it was like, looking for a guy who's like, doesn't have any personality disorders. Okay, so this guy's leaving. All right. We won. We won again. See, I'm fighting all these table wars. In New York, you have no personal space, so you're constantly fighting these wars. See, Ashley's invading my personal space. That guy, we won. We won the war. He retreated. He took his music.
I'm not invading your personal.
Now I can yap endlessly, and people can hear it, what I'm saying. I mean, I loved being a part of that sort of sound montage, that kind of Joe Frank. What's that? Does anybody remember Always Wear Your Sunscreen, the Baz Luhrmann kind of audio? It was almost like a Ken Nordine piece. I know Jason T. Cucker, my man Jason T. Cucker, is a Ken Nordine guy. But the sunscreen piece, the Baz Luhrmann, it was on TRL. And then Chris Rock did the spoof, No Sex in the Champagne Room. I think they should bring that back. There needs to be more kind of audio. I will say, okay, for anybody claiming my poetry is pornographic, I just want to say, listen to John Giorno. Listen to Exiled in Domestic Life. Listen to I Don't Want It, I Don't Need It, and You Cheated Me Out of It. Listen to Thanks for Nothing. You know, he throws, that's like I guess maybe that's a 20th century New York style to throw in these kind of phrases. Things like you'd overhear on the street, they're like, oh my God, I can't believe I just heard that person say that. So like that line for that Warren Beatty movie about I fucked them all or whatever, that's almost like a John Giorno thing. It's not that I'm saying that, it's like, it's a provocative, memorable, it's almost like a mantra, you know, certain things are earworms, and I don't know, it's just, with my poetry anyway, it's just kind of capturing stuff like that already exists. It's not necessarily a subjective I that's saying everything, you know.
My poetry is a subjective I saying about
yeah, I is someone else, you know. I is someone else, and I is a million different things. You know, it's everything. Everything is talking, you know. All different points of view, tenses, second person, third person, first person, different people, you know.
No,
movies. Objectify. We are objectified. We are objects.
Okay.
And objects are people too, okay? Dun dun da 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 dun da 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 dun da 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 dun. There it is, everybody. King Kong. The city. I went from the top to the bottom, okay? In 1 year, I went from the absolute top of New York. I had the greatest apartment in New York City, I guarantee you. I had absolutely, probably the best deal in New York, I would say, for somebody my age. I had absolutely the top, and I have plummeted so far. I'm talking about my living situation, you know? And so that has an effect. That's why my health is in shambles. That's why my mouth is like an abattoir. We did want a block of flats and not an abattoir. And so I'm hanging in there, people. It's about consistency and showing up every week, week after week, you know? There's something to be said for that, okay? I don't know what, but repetition, you know? You're practicing one punch 10,000 times, you know? And you're learning. You're getting stronger. Your bones are getting stronger. And like Bruce Lee, one of the first books I ever had. I had this Bruce Lee journals book, and I blew my fucking mind. Shit that he would say about combining style. There is no style. You combine all styles. He said, look at a rainstorm. After the rain, everything grows. You know, when I was 12 years old or whatever, that was fucking, all right, Bowery and Vine, all right. Really? All right, Bowery and Vine, that sounds cool. I didn't know you worked there. That sounds cool. All right, 12 to 7 tomorrow and 12 to 8 on Sunday. Booze at cost. Ah. Bowery and Vine. Where's Vine? Is that downtown? Or that's gotta be like, sounds amazing. Is that in Dime Square? Ashley, when are we gonna start to hang out at Sovereign House?
No.
When are we gonna?
No, I have a real life, and I don't go to fucking Sovereign House.
See, this is Ashley gets into these tantrums that look very scary over nothing. I asked her an innocent question. Did you see how she tantrumed? When I saw her in the park today, she started screaming. People were looking at me like I was, and it's like, all right, just south of Houston. All right. I think, yeah, I know that place. All right. That sounds legit as hell. I was joking. It was a sarcastic joke about Sovereign House, okay? We're clearly not Sovereign House. I'm almost done, okay? What time is it?
Probably 8 now, or 9.
We'll go at 9. What time is it? Find out what time it is.
My phone is gonna die.
Oh my God, look at this. This is very bad energy. See, this is what Ashley does to everything that I have. I was gonna do 2 hours. You know, I always do 2 hours. All right, I can't do 2 hours. Can I do 90 minutes? Can you give me 15 more minutes? Give me 15 minutes. Look at this. Look, do you see?
But
do you
I'm
see?
Hungry.
It doesn't close at 10.
It does. I asked them.
Give me 15 minutes. All right, let's walk. We'll walk and I'll just do it while we walk, okay? Do you see?
But we were just gonna hang out today.
Oh God. No, that is not true. It was Dylan Day and you invited yourself.
What? No, I didn't just invite myself. I love you. What are you talking about?
All right. See, this is real. This is a reality show. This is real life drama, okay? We never get this stuff on...
I'm just hungry. I haven't eaten all day.
Can you just leave me alone while I do this?
I'm lost.
Go stand over there like you did earlier.
But I can't. I'll just stand right here.
No. Go over there for 1 second, okay? I'll be right there. Just go stand over there, please.
I don't want to stand. I'm tired.
Take this thing.
Throw in the room.
No. Oh, God. See, I'm gonna get canceled. I'm gonna get canceled. Look at me, I'm so mean. I'm so mean to this person that has no respect for my personal boundaries at all. Alright. I'm going. This is good. This is real, okay? This is what the internet's for. People can watch it later or not. I don't know. Adam S. is watching it. He's at work. And he's like... I gotta stop watching. This is bad energy. This is bad energy. Ashley, good God. No consideration. All right, we'll walk up Charles Street. I don't know. These piers, I don't know how long they've been here because they're like totally concrete. All right. Okay. Friday night, it's beautiful weather. Let's just have a nice time. It's Memorial Day weekend. It's Fleet Week. There's people in their sailor outfits. It's kind of... I don't know. You'd think they'd have some kind of 21st century cyber uniform or something, but...
Oh, the sailor uniform.
The dress whites. Yeah, but I mean... I don't know. It's
I have a sailor shirt because I want to be a Lucian Carr.
You have a sailor shirt. Was he a sailor? Was Lucian Carr a
They want to
sailor?
be in the Merchant Marine.
They were all in the Merchant Marine.
Well, Lucian
Whatever
Carr
the hell that
wasn't,
was.
but he wanted to.
Well, that was a time when you could come down here. I think the Merchant Marine place was on right over here by the fucking Google building. And
I can't read that.
my
Maybe
God.
my eyesight's really bad.
And,
What does that say? I can't read.
you know, you could get on a ship right here. You know, there were that's what these were. They were fucking piers where like there would be, you know.
My eyesight's really bad. I
Oh,
can't read
God.
whatever comes up.
It's not for you. It's not meant for your eyes, okay?
Oh,
It was just a joke. All right. I used to ride my scooter up and down here. God, I had it. I had it all. What?
I get hit by
We're not going to get hit because we're going to wait. You know, let the psychos in the Type A Alphas on the city bikes ride their little motorized fucking while they're on their cell phone. I'm amazed that more people don't get fucked up on city bikes, to be honest. They're all maniacs, and they're all on their... Look, this person's on their phone right now. How can you be riding a bike on your phone? That is absolutely nuts to me. Can you ride a bike? Certain people, you know, not everybody knows how to ride a bike.
Well, then they say. I'm kidding.
Oh, see, that guy's got the life. It's all about the e-scooter. I highly recommend it. My e-scooter's been out of commission for 2 years. The greatest, happiest times of my life. No, we're waiting for the light to change and then we will cross.
But then the bikes will come on.
No, they won't. Okay, let's go. They have to yield. It's the state law. It says right on the sign, okay? Hey, at least if we get hit, we'll get hit on the internet. Maybe it'll go viral. For my screenplay class in 2008, I pitched a screenplay about a guy killing himself on YouTube. Or he was faking his own death on YouTube. And at the time, it just seemed like insane. It seemed like no one does this, no one would. Now it's like, I see news stories about this all the time, this kind of thing. Yeah, Charles Lane. Okay, so this was Charles Lane. This is what I was talking about earlier, where the prisoners would walk to their execution.
God.
So we're gonna walk up this alley and smoke weed. This is where I always smoke weed. What about those dogs, Ashley? And then Jim Carrey lives here.
I don't think that dog is that cute.
Yeah, this is like, seriously, probably one of my favorite places in New York. They're not that cute. They don't have, yeah, they're not fluffy. That's true. Ooh. So, oh my God, this is really dark. Well, now they're starting to build some kind of ugly ass. Oh no, did they tear the buildings down? Oh shit. I saw a few months ago that somebody had bought these. Oh, I think it's a police car.
What?
I don't think it's a party. I think it's a cop car and ambulance.
What?
Did they tear this down? Fuck. So, I mean, there's got to be some rich people back here. Fuck, I think they did. They just tore the motherfucker down. God, that sucks so bad. Go back and watch my old vlogs. I'm sure there's a lot of footage of these buildings. And they just tore it the fuck down. Oh my God, that pisses me off so much. You can't even see, but look at that shit. Wow. That should be illegal. See, these people, these are class enemies, you know? They're the ones that get the guillotine. You know? And we're serious about this. We're serious about this. I mean, push is going to come to shove in this country before you know it. And it's time, okay? They all live here. All the finance people, all the Lehman people. That DJ guy who's like the head of Goldman Sachs, that guy's definitely on the chopping block. You're the fucking DJ CEO, like you're dead. I'm sorry. You're unalived. All right, is it this way? It's Christopher. Okay. Sorry. I mean, it's just time, okay? They can censor me. YouTube can censor me. Whatever. I'll get on Kick. Okay? Look at this. It's an emergency, people. Ooh, that lighting is sweet, actually. This is an emergency. We're back on Charles. People want to swat us or whatever. Please swat us. I mean, we would be, like, honored.
What? No.
I mean, Ashley basically swats me every chance she gets.
No, I did. I didn't come to Bleecker Park on Tuesday.
Didn't swat me on Tuesday, okay. That was your being considerate. You didn't swat me. Okay. Is it this way? It's on this street, isn't it? I'm pretty sure it's this way. You know, we're having dinner with Dennis Hopper and Julian Schnabel and Michael Stipe. We're talking about our new the poetry for the album artwork. Oh, this is nice. They've got some nice new coffee shops over here. Who the fuck is? This is really nice. Who's eating at this place? This place is huge. What is that about? Who even lives over here to utilize these wonderful? Well, Google's new fucking yeah.
Why is your eyesight that good? I can't read.
Well, that's what glasses are for.
But I have glasses.
I'm looking at the screen it's pointed to my advantage.
Oh, I can see.
Man, I was just gonna say something. What was it?
How about Google?
Oh yeah, Google. This is where their new headquarters is. I also think there's some kind of new studio, some kind of new movie studio or something. But yeah, Google just opened this, like, what is it, Hudson Square or something? There's a Brooklyn Fair down here. And I don't know, there's just like a lot of young professionals down in this kind of area west side of Manhattan. The other thing is they're opening all these fucking like studio space for like. Let me just go over here and kind of finish out, okay? Just let me do. I got 4 minutes. Isn't that what we're here? This fucking restaurant, Malatesta. It looks nice. I'll bet Tennessee Williams ate here with James Baldwin and Harold Norris back in the 40s, back in the gay 40s. I think I heard the Coen brothers have an office in this building. And I saw Garrison Keillor getting off the fucking 7 or the 1 train once. And I think he has a fucking office over here. I think Garrison Keillor. Look, now, anytime I'm about to sign off, I swear to God, YouTube hears me say that and then pipes more people in. What? Yeah, what? You don't have to go in, but I'm going to be doing this for 3 more minutes, okay? So, did I get all my notebooks and shit? I hope so. All right, well, what did we learn? Go back to the beginning. Thank you for watching. Yeah, I'm a New York street walker, live streamer, guys. I'm like Action Kid. Apparently Action Kid moved to Miami because he doesn't want to pay New York taxes. Hey, I will pay taxes to be here, okay? I can't even afford the low-income lottery housing. I'm financially invisible. I'm a speck financially. It may, you know, it seems the government doesn't even believe it. You know, when they learn that I'm able to be solvent here. You know, I don't even use credit cards or anything. Like every other fucking. Might as well. They call it fuck it spending. You know, the whole economy's plastic. All this consumerism's fucking plastic. It's all credit anyway. You might as well party your ass off. You might as well go out to eat. You might as well have nice dinners. Smoke them if you got them, you know? Because who knows? I mean, the dollar might not be worth anything a year from now. There's too many of them. They just print more money. Two minutes.
She's saving us a spot.
She's saving it, okay? Are we going to be able to get right in? Is that what she's saying?
Yeah, she saved this spot.
Well, that's nice. Isn't that wonderful? See, look at our glamorous New York lifestyle. We're about to have dinner here at Malatesta. They have some nice pasta options that are affordable for this neighborhood. You know? This neighborhood's expensive. It's where Sarah Jessica Parker goes to dinner and shit, as we've seen. And, you know, Buvette and all that shit. What is that place? Anton's? That place is expensive as hell. All right, yeah, thank you for watching. Hell yeah, I missed you guys. I love Alabaster Rum and M. Leona Godin. Amazing performers. I love getting to know everybody. Amazing act. Amazing talent.
Oh, thank you.
There they are. See, people love the boots. That's just Ashley's life. She just goes getting compliments, winning prizes. Disrupting, you know, live streams. Just a disruptor. All right, I don't know. There's just so many more important truths that we did not touch on. I mean, I didn't really get to anything that I wanted to talk about, actually. We barely talked about Unfrosted, of course. So, I don't know. I'll try to get back on. Yeah, right. Nice. Here you go. It's a beautiful night, right? It's a beautiful night for a live stream. All right, they're saving our table. So, ta-ta for now. Ciao, everybody. Hope you have a wonderful, glamorous night. You know, we'll be back on soon. Check out my vlog. It's about to premiere.
And then watch my vlog.
And then watch, my vlog's only 30 minutes, so it's very tasteful.
Mine is like...
It's not even 2 hours long or
less than
anything.
20 minutes.
Most of my vlogs are, of course...
Mine is like around 20 minutes.
They're like a Berlin Alexanderplatz, you know, it's a 10-hour, it's a dodecahedron.
So it'll be like an hour. Watch
It's
yours and then watch mine.
It's a dodecahedron.
Watch
You
his
know.
and then watch mine.
It's like a 10-film trilogy. You know, there's quadrilogy. Thank you, Roma Czech. Exactly. They're meant to be epic. They are
Mine
epic.
Are also epic.
They're like the
nowadays.
Lord
You
of the
should
Rings,
watch
except
mine.
nothing happens. It's like Lord of the Poetry Rings.
You should watch my
All right.
vlogs.
Check out Ashley's vlogs as well. They're great. They're great together. All right, we're gonna say ciao now, and we're gonna have some delicious food. And thank you for watching, live from New York, Christopher Street. All right, we'll talk soon. Thank you for watching. Ta ta. Ugh.